Hello everybody, welcome back to Brink Studio. My name is Anita and I am the owner of Brink Studio here in Norfolk, and this is just a quick video to show you how to make a box pleat. I've decided to do this video because many people have been watching things like the Sewing Bee and have been looking up how to do these things and have come a bit confused to me and said it doesn't work, I don't understand it, and basically it's literally all down to your measurements. A box pleat has to be measured properly, otherwise it won't work. So a box pleat is this at the front, and they are the box pleats. So with this fabric you would see it through. Okay, so we would be looking at using this for curtains or skirts, little girl skirts, the bottoms of a dress, something like that, if that's what you wanted to do. They look nice on cushions and things like that as well. So I'm just going to adjust the camera to show you how to measure your fabric. So just hold on a moment. Okay, so with your fabric, it's best to decide whereabouts that you want your pleats to go. You need your fabric to be about 3 times the size of the finished garment if you're making a garment. Just for this purpose, to show you how easy it is to measure, I'm going to find the center of this piece of fabric, and I'm going to do that purely by folding it in half and pinching there. And then I'm going to mark it. Okay, so I've marked it with a piece of chalk. Then from there, finding my central piece to make this box pleat, I need to have 2 markings either side of that central piece, and I want a 2-inch box pleat. So I'm coming out 1 inch, 2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inch. Okay, so there's my markings to show you. And then depending on how you fold your pleat will depend on which way the pleat is, whether it's at the front or at the back. In this instance, at this first marking that I have here, you pinch it, and I'm going to bring it over to that center piece. So I have folded it, and then I'm going to pin it into place. Okay, then I'm moving over to this one over here, which I'm folding again. I have to do it this way, I don't know why I'm trying to do it upside down. So pinch it, and bring it over to the center, making sure that your centers match, and pin into place. Okay, so this is what we have, and then give it a tug to get the folds in. Depends on how stiff your fabric is as to how well this works. You will have to press them, so I'll just press that with my fingers and show you. This is the front of my box pleat, and this is the back, because I don't want my pleat to be seen, so it's at the back. If you want this part at the front of your item that you're making, you just do it the other way around. So fold it the other way. So again, pinch that to there and take it to the center. Like so. And then do the other side. Taking it the opposite way. to the center. See the fold? This is what we're creating, and pin. So the box pleat is now on the front instead of on the back. And all you're going to do now is sew across there. And to demonstrate this, I have got some fabric with different colours on so that you can see. Here are the box pleats at the back, and this is what the front looks like, and you can see the colours in between. This has been pressed. So we're going to work out where we're going to, I just move this camera a bit, I am sorry about this, that's better. So to work out where the pleats are going to go, these yellow squares are 2 inches, so I'm just going to mark 1 inch, which will give me the center. Okay, so they are now marked, as you can see. The other way of doing it, if you're not too sure, is just fold your fabric in half, pinch, and there you have your centerpiece, which is there. Okay, making sure that each of your pieces are where they should be. So that's both ends marked. I'm now going to show you how to stitch it. And no, I'm not going to pin it. So just bring you over to the sewing machine. You need to stitch it as near to the edge as possible, because when you're making up your garment, you need to make sure this stitching cannot be seen, so you would stitch over the top of it, which I'll show you in a moment. So I'm bringing this seam up to the center and stitching straight across. Do that all the way along. Right the way across the top of the item that you're making. As you can see, I've just stitched across it. There are my pleats. Not ironed, of course, but they're there. So I'm now going to go across the bottom and do exactly the same thing. If you feel that you're not confident to do this without pinning them, please, feel free to pin, but I think pins get in my way. And I'm a great believer in not sewing over pins. I don't think you should do it. It's not good for your sewing machine if you catch them, and it's certainly not good for the needles or the pins. So we're going across there. I'm just going to adjust the camera again. So when it comes off the machine, it looks like this. So you just give it a tug. Okay, and there are your box pleats waiting to be ironed. So when you've ironed them, this is what you get. So you just pull it and iron it. I always use a steam setting, and when I've done the back, I then iron the front as well. And the reason, as I said before, that you have stitched so close to the edge here is because if you want to put another piece over the top like this, as you can see, you cannot see that row of stitching, but from the back there are 2 rows of stitching. The inner row is the first stitch where I did the pleats, and then the second row is where I've added this piece onto the top. And that, my friends, is how you do a box pleat. I hope that you all have a go. I hope you all dig out those old patterns and start stitching, whether it's a bag or a skirt or the bottom of a dress, however adventurous you feel, but do have a go. And thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again. Thank you.